Hello, everybody, and welcome to the webinar. My name is Clayton Gittus. I am the sales director here at CloudRadial. And today we're going to go over an overview of our new unified client portal, and we're going to show you an overview of our new enterprise-grade features that we released into the product. CloudRadial Client Portal is bridging the gap between IT service delivery and your client success. The unified client portal provides the foundation for our new CloudRadial platform. It's designed for MSPs who need operational efficiency, streamlined ticketing processes, and a better client experience, and a better way to show your value to your clients. When your clients can self-serve by checking their tickets, accessing their reports, finding their training, and even making purchases, that's an immediate time saving, which equals a cost savings for your MSP. Let's be honest, your clients now expect to have a portal. It's not an option anymore. Really what the question is will your client portal deliver and drive operational efficiency into your service delivery team? Let's talk about what makes our client portal and what makes it stand apart. Our enterprise grade architecture, which includes open APIs and flexible assets, lets you pull data from anywhere now. It's not just our standard integrations. That means truly customized client experiences that are unique to each and every client. All right, so let's talk about what your client portal is going to become for your MSP. It's going to become your presentation hub where clients see your value every single day, and it's going to become your operational hub to help drive efficiency. It's also going to become your client experience hub that enables self-service and centralizes all client touch points and communication. Plus, you can now add AI to the mix. Our Service AI solution helps scale your expertise, and our Chat AI solution helps simplify support and communication with your client. All right, so when you add Service AI and Chat AI together, you're now going to be able to achieve no-touch ticket resolution, which is going to drive immediate efficiency and cost savings into your service delivery team. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and kick it off to Wade, an account executive here at CloudRadial, and he's going to give you a quick portal demo and overview of the product.
Thanks, Clayton. Yeah, I'm an account exec here. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen and pull up the portal so we can all take a look together. We should have on the screen here Azure Technology. Now, this is the demo account that we use to feature and show off. CloudRadial is a client portal when I'm hosting demos or the team is diving in together. I'm going to try to take a 30,000-foot view here today and show everybody what's new and improved and what's been strengthened throughout the portal as part of this new update and release. If anyone has any questions, of course, kick it back to us or the team. Both Sam and Crystal are here to support, or even potentially schedule further demos where we can dive into some of the features that we'll take a quick glance at today. In terms of the portal itself, I cannot emphasize this enough. This is for your users. It is for your clients. It's meant to act as a direct through line to you and where you're working out of in your PSA. You'll notice, if you've seen this before, that we've recently updated our UI to bring this more in line with Microsoft's most recent design standards. Additionally, right on the home screen here, we've got this great search bar. So making it easier or more intuitive for your users when they initially log into the portal and gain access. Let's say I've got a printer problem. I have a printer problem. Now, if I use this search bar, I should be able to access tickets directly and much more efficiently or quickly so that I can actually submit this to the PSA and let your team or your techs and engineers know. Again, it's all about ease of use and functionality with the end user in mind. Additional thoughts or facets before we dive into some of the features here. Just know that your users can access this portal via a desktop tray application, via an online browser. Of course, we're looking at that currently, as well as via Microsoft Teams. So you can embed whatever you've set up as a client view or a user view, making this directly accessible within a user's Teams. Beyond that, you can customize this portal any which way you see fit. Of course, it's all white labeled. You'd want to add your MSP's brand and logo. You can add the client's name to the banner, but of course also change the colorway of the banner background and submenu, as well as the ability to turn on or off features depending on what that client or a particular user role or security role should see or have permission to. This is fully flexible. Beyond that, thinking about client support functionality, what can you do with this? I want you to envision or treat this almost as an IT launchpad. In that vein, you can set up a line of business applications, whatever the client may be using internally. So they're not just accessing this on a ticketing basis, if you will. You can also integrate or pull through calendar or directory information from the client's environment or tenant, as well as establish a knowledge base. Again, buttressing or further strengthening the available information and supporting documentation that you have on hand. A couple of thoughts here with the knowledge base. If you are using something currently like SI Portal, IT Glue, Hoodoo, etc., IT Boost, you can also choose to pull in documentation that you've already created and have and make that available, pardon me, inside of this portal. I can pull up an example from Hoodoo where we've got a direct API in particular. So that ideally decreases the need for redundancy if you wanted to make a certain document or KB article that already exists available, again, to a certain client or certain users, given permissions. You also have the ability to actually lay out and generate your own content inside of the portal, as well as the ability to push that out to certain clients or certain user roles as well. The last little tidbit I'll leave on with the knowledge base, just thinking about gaining a more sticky relationship with those clients and making this more useful throughout. If you've got an admin or a point of contact that actually wants to add their own content to the portal, you can lay out permissions so they can add maybe their own PTO policies or marketing documentation here as well. Moving on from this, and quite frankly, what a lot of folks expect to see when they come to view the client portal, ticketing. You'll notice right away that we're on report a problem. The goal here is to separate report a problem from request a service, generally and intentionally, and following the ITIL perspective. But anything you see on this screen here, and I'll be a broken record, you can customize. So anything that's laid out, don't feel obligated or compelled to use. This is just a general layout. The idea is you can create your own parent or ticket categories, as well as forms that are unique to every single client, or even ticket forms that are global across all your clients. And of course, even a subset of those. These forms themselves are dynamic, so they can handle if-then scenarios, conditional scenarios, etc. You have the ability to add free text fields, drop-downs, radial dials. You can make certain fields required, as you see on the screen here, or even allow users to attach screenshots. When a user submits this, of course, that ticket is going to be triage created and placed directly on the particular board or queue that you expect it to go to inside of the PSA. That's the real trick here. If we can make it easier for your users in providing you essential or basic information about what they're experiencing, we can make it easier for you and your team. I'll actually migrate out of here and go directly to the request a service. I usually get asked about this all the time, simply because this pain in particular, I'll try to choose my words carefully here. What I'm about to highlight is very similar to somebody articulating that they have a broken printer. But for a lot of the MSPs that I speak to, it's very rote, repetitive, and you're getting these requests continually. I'm pretty sure we can all guess, and you've got it on screen, new client onboarding or offboarding forms, right? Same idea. I just want to make sure that you're provided with all the information you need right from the get-go. Design these forms however you like. Client A may have an onboarding form that's literally 3 questions. Client B may have an onboarding form that's completely immersive and 18 pages deep. You can make this bespoke for the use case. But once more, the idea here is that if it's the HR manager, business owner, or point of contact who has the ability to make this request and submit this ticket, they shouldn't have to guess as to what you need. I want to get away from that email that comes into all of you where it just says, hey, Paul is starting on Tuesday. Well, great. It's already Wednesday. Who is Paul? Help me help you. And that's really the basic ethos of the portal in totality. I'll back out of here related to tickets as well. And kind of an obvious but fundamental feature visibility. I've clicked on support tickets. All of your users, if you're primarily getting tickets or requests coming into you via emails and phone calls, but those users who are submitting those tickets now know you do a great job and you're going to take care of them and get that fixed, whatever's coming into you. The nicety with the portal and really hammering home on the idea of making this more supportive for your clients is that they'll have visibility. I, as an individual user, can log into the portal, whether or not it's via the desktop app or Teams at any point in time, and get updates on those tickets that I've already submitted. So I can see any open, closed, or waiting tickets that may be relevant to me. And I also have the ability to collaborate a little bit further with your team. I can message back and forth using the support ticket or the client portal here, but the support ticket form. This will actually send that message directly to the ticket as it already exists and update it in the discussion or notes field within the PSA. Beyond that, your users can also see a breakdown or a visible timeline of when that ticket was last updated, along with any external notes. And you control this. They can see the originating ticketing details. You can also offer a customized drop-down list to allow your users to change the status of their ticket as well. I'm sure a lot of you get a lot of increased priority or high priority, but hey, maybe there's the odd ticket where somebody's gone ahead, either using the knowledge base or the content that you have in the portal, and they've been able to resolve their own issue successfully. I figured out how to use a fire extinguisher. I don't need the fire department anymore. They have the ability to close these here too. We do also separately integrate directly with Crewwho's SimpleSat and SmileBack if you happen to be using any of those for CSAT or feedback functionality. If you're not, just know that what I've got on screen here within this ticket form also comes with the portal. You have basic CSAT functionality that works just great and allows users to submit a lot of what they're experiencing in terms of working or relating with your team. That's the tickets. Beyond that, and really in my mind, this sort of first half of the portal would also include this LMS. So if you're licensing any cybersecurity, phishing, training courses and have those on offer with your clients or potentially even making custom content, just know that you can place those within the portal. And once more, treat this like a launch pad for a client, for a user, a partner. When they're logging in and interacting with the portal, they can easily see any of the course content that you've laid out with them. And by clicking on enroll, we'll kick over via URL to that associated course. Now, before I migrate away from here, you also want to make clear that we're partners with both Bigger Brains and Clip Training for premium course content. You can definitely license those as a CloudRadial partner. We've got a direct relationship with both of those companies. I believe Bigger Brains has 190 premium courses. Clip Training could be corrected, but I think it's around 300 in totality. Why I mention them in particular, though, is you also get 44 free Bigger Brains courses as a CloudRadial partner, and that's all around their Mastering 365 course content. Even if you choose not to license further, we want you to be able to have a taste or experience of what this can do and offer in terms of education, training, and really thread in value throughout the experience that you're offering to your clients. Now, I mentioned that to me, this is the first half. And there's sort of a demarcation line in my mind. Why do I say that? I'll go back to the idea of being able to dish out or dole out particular user roles or security roles with your clients or within your clients, pardon me. If you've got a particular point of contact that you work with, an admin, an IT manager at a client, you can even go further than just support functionality. Because we're integrated not only to your PSA, but also the client's tenant, we can ingest and pull through quite a bit of information, consolidate it all in the portal, and actually make reporting visible directly to your clients. What do I mean by this? Going down to the bottom here, from account to alerting, think of this as your VCIO QBR reporting tool set. Now, these first three tabs that I want to highlight or feature, this really helps to thread the needle as to how we pull some of this information into the portal. You're able to pull endpoint information, inclusive of configuration data, user data on that endpoint, an overview of the machine, generally what you would expect including security practices, software, etc. You can also, and I know it's important, pull in warranty information as well. That is true for Dell and Lenovo endpoints. Beyond that, we have a ton of different integrations, but something that I wanted to highlight while we're on this infrastructure tab is our new API and flexible assets. A lot of the partners that we work with have been requesting this, stating that they're helping to manage either, mobile devices. Clearly, we're looking at mobile applications. I'll click on mobile devices here, cash registers, particular printers, maybe something that you don't have a direct mechanism to report on already. With our API, you're able to design that integration or that bridge, and now bring this device content or software information into the portal so that it's visible between you and the client as well. This really kind of up levels or ensures that the platform is really truly enterprise grade now. Beyond that, usage. Think of this as your Microsoft 365 admin portal or Google Workspace admin portal. In general, you can pull through a lot of the same content or information that you're managing live and in real time for your partner. So adoption data, licenses, where those licenses are allocated, user information, how those users are mapped or graphed, any alternate emails or 365 groups. And in addition to that, you have the ability, it goes on, but you have the ability to also pull in login, authentication information, or potentially even email monitoring for security and threats. Now, I'm making quick work of this, and it is much more extensive than I've even touched on. What I really truly wanted to convey and show the group as a whole, though, is by pulling in all of your client information, or as much as possible, into one central spot, can you show that to a point of contact? Sure. But how do I make this more useful? The portal allows you to establish or set up compliance policies as well. Taking all of that data that we're pulling into the portal, by and large, you're able to lay out or customize upwards of over 500 different triggers and really tell the portal to go hunting. In this case, maybe we want to tell the portal to look for any endpoints that are past a certain aging policy, whether that be 24 months, 36 months, 48 months, any endpoints that don't have dual monitors. I want to get a heads up on that, or any antivirus software that's not present or installed, perhaps any hard drives that aren't encrypted. To be fair to everyone, the example that I've been using on demos as of late, and if anyone's in this group, they'll have heard me taking a demo with me previously. If anyone's in this group, they'll have heard me say this over and over. Windows 11 migration is coming up. I believe that's this month, if it hasn't already actually occurred now. Great. Tell the portal to show you a rolling list of any endpoints that have an out-of-date OS. I want this to do the heavy lifting for you and go looking. It'll act as a red light, green light, bring to your attention any risks, policy violations that may be occurring. And from here, as an account manager or VCIO, I can quickly see what I want to recommend or what we need to address with the client and place it on a planner. This is what I'm driving towards. So by capturing whatever that risk or violation, that standard, maybe whatever's occurring there, I can further categorize it, add talking points, notes, cost estimates perhaps, or even a risk or remediation plan. But by submitting this and adding it to the planner, you will then be sharing this on a Kanban board or project roadmap that both you and your client have access to. I'll pause. Taking a step back, you have a client portal. You've got a ton of different users, whether or not they're basic, general, or standard users who rely and lean on you for support. Can they use the portal in order to do that? Absolutely. Is that experience going to be easier? Yes. Similarly, you are supporting those points of contact and admins, and you're continually conveying the value and the work that you're doing all day long. Can this portal make that effort easier as well? Yes, you're looking at it. Anything you add to this planner will fall under the recommended column. You can go as far into the future as you like. You can also use this as a historical record. Clients can approve or decline or mark any of these recommendations as optional if they're currently considering them. As well, track all of your notes that you're having with clients in this meeting too. Ultimately, when I think about the portal and those admins that you work with, treat this like a table set for two. It's both for you and the partner. Beyond that, You can also pull in a lot of that same information that I had just ran through with you guys. So all of your ticket usage and history or analytics here, pulling from the PSA. Maybe you want to pull in some of that same Microsoft 365 content or endpoint infrastructure content, whatever you're integrated or pulling into the portal. In general, I want you to be able to use this portal with the client almost as if it were a banking application. And speaking to MSPs all day long, there's one through line, a thread, a common refrain that everyone mentions. You're doing great work. How do you convey that better to the client? If nothing's imploding at the client account, it can almost be this perverse situation of, well, what are you doing for me? Make it visible, bring them into your world. Additionally, if you use anything like Power BI or Brightgauge, or if you set up any reporting tools currently that can display reporting in an HTML format, just know you can draft or draw those into the portal here too. Now, it goes on, but in particular, you can also pull through invoicing, quoting information into the portal, again, wanting to make this as immersive as possible. Maybe you've got a billing manager that just has access to this particular tab. That's fine as well. Ultimately, though, you can take all of that same information that we just reviewed, endpoint infrastructure information, tenant information, and the like, and you can use the portal to compile a QBR or a more traditional report in a PDF format. Now, while I'm droning on here, this will take about 20 or 30 seconds to load, simply because I've specifically chosen the largest, the largest report that we have available in this demo account. Now, this should be roughly 150 pages, but I wanted to demonstrate to the group that if you've got a client that requires or asks to see a traditional QBR, you'll have to forgive me, 132 pages, great. That doesn't become an arduous 8-hour journey anymore. Again, I want to take the heavy lifting off of your hands. We just generated a 132-page comprehensive full view snapshot of everything that you're managing for this client at this moment in time in about 20 seconds. Client asks for this, it's not a burden. Heck, if you give them permission, they can even grab this themselves. Let me turn it over to Clayton, but if there are any questions throughout this, I know we're monitoring the chat. I hope that was a fairly comprehensive view of what's new, what's changed, what's been updated, particularly the new UI, as well as the search feature. And there are some other tricks here too. I won't tease too much, but chat will come up shortly.
Perfect. Appreciate the overview. And we will wrap this up. All right. So there's 3 key technologies behind the new CloudRadial platform. We've spent some time on the foundational piece, which is that unified client portal, which is really where your clients are going to live every day. And it's where you're going to see all the key communication touch points and where they go for self-service. Now, we're also releasing a newer version of Chat AI, as well as the engine behind it, which is going to be Service AI. So Service AI is really that knowledge behind your service delivery team. You're going to be training your AI off of your tickets, off of your articles, and off of rules that you've set for it. You're going to be able to gather insights from it. You're going to be able to put in a past ticket. It's going to be able to tell you exactly how it would solve it in the future. You'll be able to do regression testing in a chat sandbox. You're going to be able to use Service AI to create a true no-touch ticket resolution for your client. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to implement CloudRadial Chat AI to really to be that glue between your service delivery team and your client itself. And if Service AI, can't fix it for you, then they can get straight to a live agent, making it quick and easy. In about an hour and a half, our director of product marketing, Ricky, is going to do a webinar on Service AI to really do a deep dive and demo into that product. And I definitely encourage you guys to go take a look at that for a lot more information. I know it's been mentioned in the chat, but if you're a current customer and you want to see, more information about Service AI, Chat AI, any kind of pricing and a deeper dive, please book a meeting with their account manager. If you don't know, please go to success@cloudradio.com, email them there, and they'll be able to tell you who your account manager is and how to reach them. If you're a new customer and want to see more about the products, please visit cloudradio.com/demo and book some time. Love to talk to you. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Go check out Ricky's webinar. We'll have a webinar in the future on on Chat AI, and we'll also have a webinar about how to use CloudRadial in the portal to sell to your clients. Thank you.